welcome. Well, hey, how you doing? Uh, Good morning from Key West. I don't have a scripture or something to talk about, but I do want to talk about, the scriptures. I want to talk about them. And let's see, where do we want this? Right there. Um, I'm going to take us back to the beginning of time. Back when there was the fallen ones. That's the very beginning of the Bible. And it's the beginning of us. And so when there were groups of people, when there's 200 actually means you and me, God's creation. There was 200 of these things. They all signed a pact that no one would go out on this. And so this is us. This is us, you and me being made. We've been told at first that we have to give it up for something. And so we become the fallen angels. Okay, so all of these stories are all about you and your salvation. Because after a while of waiting on someone else to do our salvation, do we get plucked out of the field and ask us to do it? You have to go up there and do it. You have to go up and prove the Father and prove to this woman that they're wrong, and that they're absolutely wrong, and they have to be changed. They have to be changed. And so this is how you do it. You go up and do this. Okay, you or your son. Okay, it'd be your son is the one that actually goes up and does this for you, because it's meant to be this way. We're meant to be dead and experiencing this wonderful life of ours. I mean, all kinds of things, just beautiful. And so it is beautiful, which is how we get it mixed up. How we get it mixed up with, we have to give up our soul to live this life. We have to. And so think about it that way. Think about you're out here living life. You've been told something about good and evil, but they don't really mean bad or good, or this or that. No, no, they're all bad, all everything is good. Everything goes to create this world, the mankind, and of course, nothing of mankind is good. So you get a mixed, batch of what's good and what's bad, and well, we choose to live. And because we choose to live, we have to give it up. All right. And so, in order to give it up, we have to give our child to Father. He gobbles it down. It's like he's gobbling it down because they're not saying that we don't have a soul. It just doesn't have anything to do. It's just sitting in there. It's just raking it in and raking it in. And so until we are told to go up north, then we get to conceive our child in meditation. And then this is how we do it. This is how we've been told to do it. That we'll go in and take these words and then make them into the spirit, and then we can commune with God, all right? That's the way it is. It's just simple. And well, there isn't much else you can say about it. We can talk about each one of these stories, like Abraham and Sarah, Abraham and Sarai, and how they're allowed how they start out their entire story with the a call from God. But it's a call from God, but it's not turning them into God yet. It's just that they go on for a good long time in the negative side of God. All right, but they're following God. They're following the word. They're doing what they're told. They're spending time on the low end of things, until that one day that Abraham is brought to life. Okay, then his wife can have a baby, and of course they're older and there's stuff like that. So yeah, it doesn't really work out to be older things. It just happens when we're at older age that we get this calling that you can come out of this godforsaken world and come out of it. Come out of the death part. That you can come out of this bad part. Because you didn't know it was bad. It was good, as far as you know. But everything you did was blasphemous to God because you were claiming God was God. Mother and father. No, not father and some bitch. You know, and so everything becomes negative. You say, "Oh God, help me! Oh God, help me!" And that goes in vain. It doesn't go. Not even one of your complaints is going to heaven. None, 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 none. So you live your life owing everything to Father. All right, it's just the way it is. It's natural. That's the natural way of doing things here for a little um, soul like yours to live. It's the only way we can do it. So you get involved with this, and you get involved with the religion, okay? And you learn which way you want to go, and you follow that way, and you follow it to the T and to something, and you found yourself planted in this field that God will pick you out of. Not the like thousands of millions of people, we're all in one big old field, and he just comes and picks out one of you at a time. Only one at a time. And it's you that does it. It's you that's in charge of your salvation. When you get in charge of your salvation, you get in charge of you. Do you understand? You're not waiting for someone else to do it for you. It's just so silly, you know? So this is the way we go. Those people, uh, the Sarah and her little partner, they move on to their lives. They get their comeuppance when it's over, when they've had enough, and then their story still has to go on, but they're still that they when they all get the little breath of the H, when they get that H, and you get the name, the breath of God in you. Well, that's all better. That's all the better. That's going to be the rest of your life from here on out. Well, even Noah, we get about him being born and then being sent off into a strange land. But then, as we hear his story, he comes out of he comes out. He's just killed a man. He's killed an Egyptian man, and he's coming out running, and he runs into a well. The 7 women, the 7 little girls that he runs. This is the meditation story. It's totally him. He's going in to meditation, and he's talking to these girls at the well. Okay, so it's he stands up, and the men in the town were coming in, and the women leave. Well, it's because man and woman, they can't exist at the same time. So when it goes into this, he's standing up for the women. He stands up, and they leave, and the women come back. I mean, it's meditation. It's all meditation, but you have to know which way you're going. All right, so we know we're going towards the Lord. So you go towards the Lord, and you find Him. Oh God! All right. Well, I hope this made it into your thinking. I'll be getting into communicating about the Bible. You know, where's my click? There it is. All right. So best to you. All right. I love you.